The other issue I wanted to get your thoughts on, Peter, were the latest developments when it comes to Ukraine. The Russians are accusing Washington of creating hysteria. Well, it's Russia that's gathering all those troops in that part of the world. I would have thought the backlash, the response, is exactly what Vladimir Putin's been trying to trigger.
Yes, I mean, it's a sort of standard, almost Leninist style of obfuscation to sort of shift the blame elsewhere. But I can tell you, Chris, those 120,000 Russian troops are not on the Ukrainian border for a skiing holiday. Vladimir Putin is very clearly giving himself the option to move militarily into Ukraine should he choose to do so. What I think is interesting, Chris, is that we're now seeing Putin look like he's starting to delay. He's finding reasons to want to continue talking to the West. And I just wonder if that might indicate an emerging view inside Putin's mind that, wow, this could really be a pretty damaging issue for Russia if they move into Ukraine in a big way and then find that they're fighting a bloody insurgency, that, you know, Kiev may fall quickly. But in fact, I think the Ukrainians are going to put up quite a tough fight and will continue to do so after a Russian occupation. So perhaps there's just a shred of doubt in Putin's mind. And then the other factor worth remembering, Chris, is that Friday this week, he'll be in Beijing for the opening of the Winter Olympics. I don't think we're going to see a Russian military move before that time, or maybe during the time of the Olympics. So there's a lot of forces being maintained, ready to go on a sort of coiled spring, which is very expensive. And the Russian economy won't be able to sustain this for long. So there's a lot of serious dilemmas which I think are now impacting on Putin's calculations. Not that Biden or the West has actually done a pretty convincing job of deterring him. They haven't. It's been a bit of a shambles. But, you know, I would frankly rather
It's been a bit of a shambles and it's been a bit weak, but let's hope he's been given pause to think regardless. Thanks so much for joining us again, Peter.
Thanks, Chris. My pleasure.
Peter Jennings there from the Australian Strategic Policy Institute.